More stats for you now. What course has 100% of graduates in employment after 6 months of graduating? Have a think. 100% are likely or very likely to do the same course again. 100% of graduates are employed on permanent contracts. 100% of graduates said their course is relevant or very relevant for their career. The answer is intellectual disability nursing. And to help us understand a little bit more, I'm joined by Rebecca from Kilkenny, who is a final year ID nursing student. Rebecca, you are very welcome. Can you explain intellectual disability nursing to us?
Yeah, so I don't really work with the general population. It's more people who have special needs and they have different care needs than typical people.
Right. And why did that appeal to you?
I grew up like around a lot of children that had intellectual disabilities, so it was always something that I liked, and I loved the idea of helping people. So it seemed like a good fit for me.
And you get, I'd imagine, this real sense of accomplishment and doing well in a job like this. You love it?
Something as simple as everyday things, helping people, can be such a reward for you.
Now, this course obviously has a strong emphasis on placement. Can you talk to me a little bit about moving from the classroom, to being in a work environment?
Yeah, so it's very different, but it's also nice to be able to, put the knowledge you learn in classes to real life things.
Of course.
And kind of being part of a team, you get to know the other staff quite well as well, and you become a team, and there's so much other workers outside of the nurses and the care staff that you have to work with as well.
Right, amazing. It's actually worth noting here that 32.5% of DkIT graduates have a work placement as part of their course. Where did you do your work placement, Rebecca?
Honestly, it's a mix of everywhere.
Yeah.
So we can have 2-week stints to 4 to right now I'm on a 12-week stint.
Oh, so you're doing like a couple of them throughout your time?
Yeah, and you do different levels, kind of different things. So you have, more medical needs, challenging behaviour, working with children. So you get a good idea of what you like to do.
And do you work for specific companies? Do you do placement as business?
So mainly with ID nursing, we're with St John of God's North East services.
Right, okay.
So we're mainly based with them, but they do branch out into other HSC services.
This is amazing. And is there a particular area you really like working in?
I really enjoy working with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's rewarding as well, I imagine, which is great. Being from Kilkenny originally, yeah? What brought you to DkIT? What made you decide, that's the college for me?
Honestly, I had a friend up here before me, and she just loved it up here. And I liked the idea of kind of getting out my comfort zone and going far away, kind of throwing myself in the deep end about.
Plus, you're 40 minutes from Dublin, halfway between Dublin and Belfast, which is perfect, you know what I mean? What do you want to do when you qualify for this course?
To be honest, I got so used to Dundalk the last couple of years. I actually plan on staying up here and not going back home. So looking forward to that. And then my plan is to work for a few years and then hopefully go back to education and further my education.
Brilliant. So you really immersed yourself in Dundalk culture, and it's very different to down in the southeast in Kilkenny.
Definitely. I'm from the countryside, so even street lights are very weird for me.
Amazing. So, I've asked this to a couple of students. 10 years down the line, what are you doing?
Oh God, I don't even know about 5, but hopefully then I'm probably after doing something more in my education and maybe specialising in children or end-of-life care maybe.
And that's what you'd like to do when going back to do more college, I suppose, is that you'd like to keep going with this course and things like that.
Add on to this course.
Amazing. Rebecca, thank you so much for joining me. It sounds incredibly interesting, and great to chat to you.
Thank you.